Yeah, I believe so.
I started working on the fifth one, but I mean, I finished, like I told you, I finished like all of them, but I still have to go through each one and kind of make sure like it passes the test. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So I sent horns through. So as funny thing is, like, as I was packing my bags to come down here, horns was the last thing that I was working on. Cause I remember I was trying to mix, but also on Xbox, so all of my niggas in the Xbox party could hear the "We better transcend."
Transcend.
And then if I say we know what the market needs. They all gonna be like fucking analysts.
Come on,
know the lyrics.
I love that.
But
we haven't even really told nobody yet. Zay Blaze is helping us engineer the tape, man. He has some guitar too on. What's that shit called? On Good News, yeah. He's playing guitar on Good News. Check that out.
Thank you.
On that note, welcome to the All For Podcast. We're sitting here with the one and only Zay Blaze.
What it does.
Sir. From where are you originally? You're from originally Hampton, right?
I'm originally from Atlanta. I only came out here for school. Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah.
So I originally from Atlanta, moved to Maryland in 10th grade, came down here for college. I just graduated, so now I'm currently in Maryland with my mom. And I went to school at Hampton University. Oh, yeah. And then my plan is like January, February, move back home to Atlanta because I rap. Plus, I'm homesick as hell. So
might as well.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds.
And then you said you actually have a full like studio set up in both spots, right?
Well, I'm going to when I move to Atlanta because I'm moving in with my cousin, right? Yeah. So he said he wants to buy a house before I actually move in for good because he lives with his mom, so I just be staying in the basement. It's a big ass basement. I don't mind it. Yeah. I already have a mind, like if I do end up staying in the basement, if I do end up living down there, I already know how I'm gonna set up my studio and shit. It's a dope ass basement. But he said he wants to get a house so we're not just making all this noise in his mama house, you know what I'm saying? So I could actually have people over and shit, cause he don't want random ass niggas coming to record.
Exactly.
And my aunt is upstairs trying to sleep, you know what I'm saying? So he wants to get his own crib. So when I do move, I'm gonna have one there for good. As of right now, being that all of my shit was in Hampton and in the Harbors on campus, all my shit's just in Maryland because I moved out of Hampton. So all my shit's just in Maryland right now.
I feel it. You ever go to the casino out there?
Nah, you talking about live?
Yeah. Don't y'all have two out there?
That's the big one. That's like the main one people go to.
Nah, in like Ocean City, right?
It's one in Ocean. That's far as fuck though.
Oh, okay.
Like live is like 20 minutes from my house. So that's the one my grandma go to like every weekend. I don't be in there. I'm not in the business of.
You never been?
Nah, I'm not in the business of gambling because I know my luck. It's fun. I've done some some per chance shit, but it's like I know my luck and I know if I.
The crazy part is really is addictive though.
That's
like when you're in that casino, it's like time is frozen.
Yeah, because
you be in there for 12 hours.
You be up for a little bit, and it's like, all right, I'm up. I'm trying to get more up. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it becomes addicting.
No clocks on the wall or nothing.
A lot of them don't have because they don't want you to know that it's 1 a.m.
and a lot of them too, they give you free drinks. Just keep your ass there and keep playing.
Because they know if you drink, you gonna want to play more. You're not really gonna want to drive for real.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, it's 5 a.m.
They'll send you an Uber home too.
Word.
As long as you pay.
Shit, I did not know that.
I've also seen if you if you win like a lot, they'll like offer you a free like hotel room there, so you can stay. And then like maybe come back and play again, hopefully lose like so they can win some of their money back.
Yeah.
Terrible.
That's crazy.
And then I've also heard if you lose a lot, like if you lose a shit ton, they'll offer you a hotel room just like on some courteous shit. Like, yeah, we took all your money, but
we'll at least give you somewhere to stay. So you ain't got to go home to your wife and tell her you lost all the mortgage money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Going back to music though, bro, like you saying you from Atlanta, how we heard your music earlier. You don't make music like a
Atlanta nigga.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So with that being said, how did you find your style? Like,
crazy thing is I was talking to my homeboy about this earlier. The way I found my style was like I had to suck at first. Like I had to be ass. You know, we all start off being ass at some point. So it's like, you know, really just I was always able to sing. Even before I even knew like, hey, I want to make music. Cause 5th grade I was like, hey, I want to make music. But I was always able to sing. So like when I started taking it serious, you know, I just had to kind of start all over, start off being ass again. And I kind of like tried some shit here and there. kind of see what people fuck with the most. Turns out people fuck with my singing more. People still fuck with my rapping. Like even when I was okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think that when I seen you perform at that show with Scoozy at that little restaurant, J. Clyde.
I think I did both.
I about to say I feel like you were singing more though.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And even my raps be kind of singy.
It's melodic.
Yeah, it's melodic because it's like, in the way I see it is like, if you rap more melodic, think of Lil Baby. He raps super melodic. He's not a singer. Don't get me wrong. But he raps melodic enough to where you can put auto-tune on his voice. And the way that auto-tune catches a rap verse rather than it does the same with a singing verse, but you know, rap is usually more like upbeat and shit. So the way that auto-tune kind of catches it, because it'll be off just a little bit, but the auto-tune, it kind of hits the ear real cool, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's part of the reason why Lil Baby has his sound, you know, that's what he's known for. Him, Gunna, all of them niggas, Atlanta niggas. So it's still like a element of Atlanticism in my
Atlanticism. That's dope. I never even thought of it though.
Yeah, it's really just like trying different shit though. Cause I still got some shit where I'm just heavy, you know, lyrical miracle Bari, like where I'm not gonna put auto-tune on it. But like Invisible Ink, like you was just singing, drop that thing on me. Yeah. I'm rapping, but that whole song has heavy auto-tune on it because I know how that auto-tune is gonna catch my voice if I sing it like this or if I rap it like this. You know what I'm saying?
You've been making your own beats since like you started making music, or
actually, let me think. My dad made my first beats when I was like 13.
Wow,
that's hard.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, isn't your mom like in like a manager or something, like in the industry, something like that?
My mom's my manager.
Your manager?
Yeah, but my dad, when I was a baby, my dad was an engineer for a lot of the big Atlanta artists now, T.I., CeeLo.
Oh, word, that's fire.
Completely ruined those connects because karma got him. He, you know, did the typical black dad thing, left us hanging. Turns out I want to be a singer. So like around 5th grade, 6th grade, it's like, oh, okay, well let me try to get back in your life.
Oh, y'all reconnected through that though.
Yeah, but
that's kind of fire.
I know him more as it's still like you can't really trust somebody more than you can throw because like you ain't been in my life this long, and now it's like I make music, so it's you trying to. Even as a kid, I was like, I see what you're doing. It's cool. Like I'm because
maybe he thought that was his end though. Like,
yeah.
You know
I mean, it's still because I'm still gonna not go. I don't have like any crazy animosity towards my dad. I just know what you did and how you move. But like I still want to see him thrive. Like if I get on, like I'm still gonna shout him. Like that's still my father. It's still my blood. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I still want to see him get put on too, especially because I have 2 little brothers on his side. I want to. They make me like the music runs crazy in like on his side of the family. Like my little brothers make beats. The song with my homeboy Kai Cash. Y'all know who Kai Cash is?
I think is he on your Do You Care album?
Yeah, he's on Do You Care. He's on.
I think
Flame.
I just seen his name up there. That's
Diddy's nephew.
Yeah, that's his. That's song. That's one of they in that sin shit, right?
Yeah, the CYN exactly.
Yeah,
so the song that I have with him on my album, my little brother made that beat.
I didn't even know you had a music.
How old is your brother?
He just turned 19.
I thought you were about to say 9.
Nah, bro, 9. Yeah. Imagine, bro. Nah, he just turned 19. I think.
That's fire though.
Maybe. No, it's definitely 19 because I just asked him. But yeah, so I try to keep it as in the family as possible because
how you link up
with Kai?
Yeah,
because
I know he got a song with Greedo, like
Greedo, Chris Brown, Pusha,
yeah.
Yep, Carl Thomas.
I'm not hit, but I definitely gotta
Kirk Franklin.
Do my research on bro.
Yeah, he's fire too.
He a rapper than me. Like he got
exactly.
He remind me of Mace.
Is he from around here or something?
He from New York.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's from Brooklyn, but he is more of a rapper, but he do some melodic, especially when he works with me, because you know I'm an R&B nigga.
I got a peep, bro. I didn't even know you made music. That's so hard.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. But he definitely do some singing shit, especially if he's with me. But the way I met him, he went to Hampton, but he was more cool with my homeboy Mo Thorough, and the way that worked is like, I don't know how they became friends. I didn't even know who the nigga was. I didn't know who Kai was. I just remember like Mo Thorough dropped a song called Real Deal featuring Kai Cash. So I'm like, okay, so some random nigga. But then people had to get me up. Oh yeah, that's Diddy's. Oh, all right, cool. Whatever.
You knew Ja Rule daughter too, huh?
Yeah, I know her.
Yeah.
She was in a couple of my classes. It's crazy how many. Yeah, so
small world.
Small world. She was in a couple of my classes, but one day I was just in the student center, and we had each other's numbers because we made a group chat of Hampton music niggas. So we knew of each other's existence. I knew of him, he knew of me, but we never really like spoke to each other. But so one day in the student center, I was like sitting at the next table, but I was about to go to class. I remember I think I was with my shorty or something. And then I was like, all right, I'm about to go to class. And I turned around. He's like, hey, you Zay, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you make beats, right? Like, yeah. He's like, all right, cool. I need beats. So from there, I sent him some beats. I was like, oh shit, by the way, I got a couple songs I could get you on. He's like, bet, send them through. Now that's one of my like bros. I actually just got off the phone with him earlier. No, I texted him earlier. Like yesterday, I just got off the phone with him. But yeah, like just bridging connections and shit. He's a cool dude.
That's dope.
He's a super like genuine person. Like he like when I went to LA, he was out there and he introduced me to the rest of the CYN. Not everybody, like not Christian Combs, not everybody because they just wasn't in LA. Like half of them was in New York. But whenever like he's super like
when I lived out there, I used to see them out there all the time. Out in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, they be out there because Bad Boy Studio is out there. So I just pulled up to the studio. Everybody was there. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is my nigga Zay." Oh, what's good? I'm so and so. So I basically met I met Justin Combs. I met Tiz. I met K Wells, Dame. Like, so every time I'm somewhere, I always run into them niggas somehow.
That's a hell of a connection.
It is because they're everywhere too. So like.
And that's just a good light to shed too, because a lot of people be like, "This industry so snaky, this that is that," which it is, but there's genuine.
It really
people.
is.
There's genuine people here too.
It's really genuine, and I gotta say, those CYN niggas. Every time I link with them, it's always like I gotta give it up for that, cause like no matter how fucking famous they are, like all of them just what's good? They, like I put up on them in Atlanta. For one, I didn't think they was even gonna remember me, but I put up on them in Atlanta at their studio out there. And as I walk in the door, like their president, CYN president V, he got he's recording. He got a camera in my face. He's like, "Hey, it's Zay Blaze. Hey, y'all, this my nigga Zay Blaze. Tell him what's up, Zay. What you got work? You know what I'm saying?" So it's like, it's already
showing love.
Yeah, you showing love. It's already a connection there, and like you remembered me. Like so, that's like off rip. So every time like you link with them, it's super genuine vibes. Super like. They not gonna be the type of niggas like, yeah, you can't get on this song, like, cause they just be writing shit in the studio. So it's like, yeah, you go ahead, write a verse.
See how it sound,
yeah. So, but yeah, that's how that works.
Hell yeah. What did you go to college for?
Audio production. So basically, literally,
my next question was gonna be, did you get a job in the field? But
I've gotten a couple internships in the field.
But no, that's your job. You know what I'm saying? You're an artist. And
and I got my own studio, so I do make money off of it. But
I didn't know they had that at Hampton.
Yeah.
Did they give y'all? I went to school for audio production.
And, word?
Yeah, but I didn't finish. I just went to go get a laptop and Pro Tools and Logic.
Tough, hey. Get it
but
how you
did they give y'all that at Hampton?
So I'm not even gonna hold you. Yeah, I love Hampton University, whatever. But
underfunded,
bro. That music department,
in a nice way.
That music department, bro, underfunded than a muff. Cause like they put all of their money into like their core majors, their core departments. So like journalism. Pharmacy. If you walk in that journalism building, bro, you gonna be like, y'all live like this over here?
I don't see a lot of good journalists out here right now. Honestly, everybody's fucking biased, but
everybody that goes to Hampton for journalism,
and they're not even singling them out, but
everybody that goes to Hampton for journalism, bro,
they on the shit.
Hampton puts journalism majors. They put them on, bro. Like niggas work for Disney, niggas is on Fox. Like there's this one girl, like I just saw her on my timeline earlier. Her name Leslie. She's a reporter for Fox now.
Bro, I would love to talk to her.
And she bad too. She's so fine. And
they only get the bad joints to be reporters.
She's so fine. So but
that kind of fucked up, but
they be putting them journalism niggas on, bro. But when you walk in my building, it's like, ugh.
So they didn't give y'all a laptop?
They didn't give us laptops.
How did y'all learn audio production?
They gave them a karaoke machine.
So what it is we have a really good teacher. Like it's a really good audio production teacher. because he actually has been doing this shit for a long, and he's worked with some really dope people. So he kind of makes the best out of the situation that he's given, and because he wants us to actually learn shit, he wants us to. So what it is.
So wait, talking about Hampton actually offers this program, but does not give y'all a laptop.
Like they didn't give us laptops. It's kind of like there's a computer. We have a studio.
That's fucked up.
It's fucked up as hell. But we have a cool ass studio.
Yeah.
And like I said, you walk in the building, it's like, ugh. But when you walk in the studio, it's like, oh, okay.
That's where they put all the money at.
Our classes were literally in the studio, and we would just watch him teach us how to do something. So like, for example, I sing and shit. So he'd be like, "Oh, Zay, you want to go in there and be the test dummy while we figure out how to do EQs and patch everything up right and shit." Yeah. So that's how we did that. But he's like, as of right now. Like I graduated, but I know he's still, because that's the type of person he is. Right now, I know for a fact he's still trying to like push to get more funding to get everybody to get a laptop with Pro Tools on it, because he hates having to.
That's not fair.
It's not.
And they gave you an interface and a mic too, right?
Bro. Like
they
one of them like $2,000-$3,000 interfaces.
Damn near,
the big joints.
Yeah, bro, like,
they did not. They don't care about our department. It's really just the teachers that care about our department.
But it's like they just forget about the arts. That shit
exactly. The liberal arts, bro.
Yeah, I know.
The Hampton University as a whole.
Unless you go to an art school, like an art institute or something like that.
Like if you go to Omega or some shit, or like what's
Full
it called?
Sail.
Full Sail, yeah. Mm-hmm. If you go to one of them, they gonna get you right.
I went to the LA Recording Academy and shit.
Oh, so yeah, they definitely got you right.
Crazy story. What happened
to that?
My fault. And I was like, crazy story. What happened with his equipment too that he got?
It burned up in a fire.
Car fire.
Yeah.
I was just about to say what happened to it.
It was in a car and it caught on fire.
For real?
Yeah,
what?
All my equipment caught on fire. Random as hell.
But then I was random because I don't even think they crashed, right?
No,
it was like an electrical issue or some shit.
It was so hot one day in California that the
cars are catching on fire.
Oh wait, I think I heard about that too. Like shit was just
caught on fire.
That's crazy.
Shit was just catching on fire, and I remember that shit. That was like a couple years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was like 3 years ago. That shit was wild.
That's
yeah,
so
man.
crazy.
It's wild that they don't give that shit at Hampton. Like, how can you?
Nah, definitely is.
You went there for 4 years and did not.
I went there 5.5 years
for audio production and did not have a laptop for yourself.
I had
you had your own,
mm-hmm. but I had to go. Buy
yeah, you wasn't provided from the school.
Exactly.
Yo, Hampton, y'all need to go
Even
fix
though
that
like
shit, bro.
Because what Pro Tools does is like if you buy it, they'll give you a student discount. But I had to do that shit on my own. Like
I had iLock. Like you had to get.
I had to buy my
your
own iLock. But the thing is, like, my teacher, he's so genuine. He's so cool. Like he's trying to. He's always trying to get the dean to be, and we have like a super conservative dean too.
Yeah,
like
Hampton is very.
It's very conservative. So exactly. So our dean of our department, not even like the school dean, just the dean of like the music department.
Mm-hmm.
She's super fucking like. For one, we had to make a whole new major. My teacher made an entirely new major because the audio production. It was called MRT, Music Recording Technology. The major that I came in as, it didn't really pertain too much to the music industry. Like, yeah, you learn how to set up a mic, you know how to do this, you know how to do that, but everything else kind of just like music education shit. Like, I gotta teach niggas. Like, it's so my teacher was like, yeah, this shit don't got nothing to do with y'all. So he built a major from the ground up, got it approved by all of these people. So now there's a whole new major, audio production, but you know, that's still in the early processes. And my dean is super like, you know, classical music.
They don't even play hip hop on 88.1.
They play jazz, bro. Yeah. They play fucking jazz. And I remember asking, like, I was like,
lessons in jazz or something.
It's a lot of like
that
lessons in jazz.
I like it. You know, it's dope, but like, it's nothing for us, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I just not even like school. Like, I just recently started playing fucking guitar, like in August. So, I wasn't into that. I was a singer, so I was like, all right. And the thing is, like, you gotta be able to play an instrument to be in the major. But it's like my teacher was like, that's stupid, because like, what if you can make beats? What if you could sing? And you really genuinely want to make music, but we're turning people away that might be talented all because they don't know how to play the fucking trombone. Like, so that's specifically why he made the whole major, because it's like there are people that come to Hampton and that are super good at making beats. Yeah. And it's like all he wants to do is like, because you could be good at shit at making beats but don't know the technicality of it. So how that's helpful is like they teach you like all of the shit that so you know what you're doing,
like how to use the program and shit.
Exactly. So that's super cool. That's why I'm like super like technical about like engineering and shit, because like 5.5 years, like that's
I got you.
That's what.
So what do you have, a bachelor's in that?
Yeah, bachelor's degree. Yeah, because I'm definitely not, I mean, there is no grad school for that. There's no like PhD.
I guess what, like Juilliard, right? But
yeah,
that shit is like almost damn near.
That's a PhD. There's a PhD, right?
It's like it is, but it's like a specific ass.
But how many actually successful artists actually went to school for music?
And that's the thing. Not a lot. I mean, there's some, even especially
I'm sure
like
there's
engineers
some.
and shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, my whole thing is, because I know when I go back to Atlanta, I'm gonna put my foot to the ground trying to like work at major studios and shit. I'm gonna have my own. Yeah, I'm gonna have niggas come to my studio, and you know, my shit gonna be cheaper. So if you want to come to my studio, yeah, side work. So, but I still want to get those connections by working at a major. Because a couple of my homeboys I went to middle school with, they work at Sunny Digital Studio. They do engineering for like Reese LaFleur, however the fuck you say it, Reese LaFleur and shit.
Shout out to Reese.
Shout out to Reese, even though he did my partner dirty, but you know, whatever.
Shout on the hat.
Shout out to Reese.
But yeah, so like I wanna work at a major studio out there, but I know like it's not necessary. But I know if I say I got a degree in this shit, it's like,
yeah, it's an upper hand.
Yeah, let me look at this nigga a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's really why I did
And you
it.
dope too. You know, it's not like people go to school for shit and they're just not dope. So it doesn't really. You might know all the technical shit, but like, what are you really doing with it? You know what I mean?
Like you might know how to do all of this, but you don't really have the.
Yeah, that same shit too. Like because I'm an electrician. Like that was like my 9 to 5. So people will come
Shout
out
of Selmer with the electrician shit, bro.
Yeah, I be trying to do it, man. So like I didn't go to school for that. I just learned on the job type shit. And then so I'll notice like it'll be a thing. People will come from, they'll go to school for it, and then they'll come to the job, and it doesn't translate well. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because it's one thing like being book smart, but you got to be hands on now.
Like real world.
And
like
it's a couple people in my major that's like that. Like they're super book smart. They know all the ins and outs and shit. But when it comes to like being more hands on, like I remember, I'm not gonna say no names, but I remember I went to the studio last year, and it was like a crazy studio in New York, VA Beach.
Was it Teddy Riley joint?
I think so, but my homeboy was like the engineer because he like interns there.
Yeah.
My homeboy was the engineer, and like he sent the mixes back because it was like a group session. It was like 8 hours. He sent the mixes back, and it was like, nah, we should have just went to your studio today. But I can guarantee you, like he knows like all of like the technical jargon, like because he's super like book smart, and he passed all his classes. Like
I went to school with a lot of people who was trash at music that was going to school for music. I was like, y'all are wasting y'all.
What's that one dude's name? He was pretty cool. Louis? Is it Louis?
Hey, no names.
And I'm shouting him out. I'm shouting him out. Yeah. I'm shouting bro out. Is that what his name was? I forgot. We went to his crib. He stayed with the.
You talking about Jason? Nah, he hard. Yeah.
Jason?
I went to his studio in North Hollywood. He was from Brooklyn. Yeah.
I feel like his name was Louis, but all right.
I feel like his name was Louis.
Nah,
for now, I'm gonna call him Louis.
Nah, he went to the same school I went to, but nah, he was nice. He learned his shit. Yeah. But so a lot of people, if you don't have the ear for it, you could just be going there for no reason, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's what a lot of people was telling me. Like, kind of got it.
And they don't get the fucking secrets away, bro. Like these artists, bro, they'll have like these professional artists. I feel like they're doing some shit to this music. It's like they put crack in it. It's like they can say anything, bro.
These niggas that have one preset. That's genius.
Yeah, I haven't got to that level yet where I can just say anything and it's just fire. Where I can like,
do you
know
have
what I mean?
one
like,
preset for your music?
See, my thing is I could, but I kind of try to stay away from like making presets and shit. Even though it's like super more efficient. Like I get niggas that have presets and shit.
You don't want everything to sound the same.
That too, but your voice is gonna sound different from your voice.
On the
like
preset,
even on the like your voice is deeper. Like you
can
tell like it sounds like you're closer to the mic because your voice comes through deeper. So I'm gonna have a different EQ curve than I'm gonna have for Cam. So the good news is gonna be different from I fucked in several countries. She threw her, because y'all sound different, and I might want to put a different effect on yours that won't work for Selmer. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
I try to stay away from having presets because it kind of hinders you to this box.
So you start from scratch every time?
I start from.
What do you start, EQ or compression?
I start with EQ first.
Okay.
Compression is always the last thing I do. Because it's like the compression is the glue. I'll compress like throughout. Like there are plugins that do EQs and compressions at the same time. Like I'll do a little bit here and here and here, but like at the very end is where I'm like actually like glue it together and expand it. Cause it's like what it is like I want to get rid of the EQs the frequencies that might make it sound muddy or too high pitched or too thin. I want to get rid of those and accentuate the ones that make it sound like it has more body. But if I compress before that, it's like I'm kind of building. It's like I'm trying to make EQ. I'm trying to make frequencies out of shit that's not there. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I can work with what I got and then glue it all together. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
got you.
So
that goes to show. Shout out to the engineers. Your favorite rapper probably wouldn't be your favorite rapper without his engineer.
100%.
Nah, of course, bro. Engineers
100%.
be they're the silent heroes, bro. I'm not gonna call myself a hero, but they're Beyonce don't sound good without it.
Like Rush,
you could. Hell no.
Yeah, not for sure. You could be on your Rush, Ray produce, engineered by
whoever mixing Rihanna shit.
Crazy. Now I fuck with that shit her and Kanye got to.
Nigga, any Rihanna song sound totally different than any industry song.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Rihanna just has a different sound. She just
whoever mixing her shit is top notch.
That too. But she just has a different sound. She's like from a whole fucking. She has a different accent, everything. Yeah.
Bro, I remember hearing the raw version of Work. They dropped that shit.
It wasn't good.
No song is good, bro. I'm telling you, no song is good. Like,
wasn't that part
in the raw version or just period?
Party Next Door did
right?
Part of that, but like her raw vocals got leaked. Like I think a month or two after that song
Trifling?
dropped.
Trifling?
Nah,
trifling. No, he said, "Was it trifling?"
Oh yeah. It was like, I mean, it was regular. It was about you would expect it to be, but it doesn't sound like the song because there's no auto tune, there's no EQ, there's no reverb. It's just work. You know what I'm saying? So but that's how it literally.
It's like I mixed that shit. Rihanna, put it out.
Put it out.
I see you be on your mysterious shit too, bro. Like you'll drop. Like I noticed on your Instagram, you drop and then like you won't post nothing else till like your next album, pretty much.
Yeah,
like,
or I got something to promote.
Video or something.
So there's actually a method to that, because people be on me about that. Like my cousin be like, you gotta post constantly, which I get, but it's like my method is like there's a such thing as oversaturation. Just like Definitely. You could oversaturate the music market, which I be having to tell my friends all the time, like, yo, you gotta stop dropping music, like let niggas live. Same thing with like posts. Cause I know if I post something twice a day, at that first post is gonna be like, oh shit, Zay posted. Oh, this is dope. Let me like this. You know what I'm saying? But the more I post something, you get more used to seeing my face. You get more, so it's like
it goes back to the mystery.
Yeah, so it's like
mystique.
But that's because you have more sophistication.
Yeah, it's that too.
If people was like, if you rapped about other things or if you made other type of music, then you would probably have to post every day or you would want to post every day. Yeah. You let your music talk for itself. Like a lot of people out here right now is living off of social media.
Yeah,
it's not music. They living off of who they are, which is cool. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, they're not living off of the music. And like a lot of these artists are just like socialites.
Exactly. And I'm not that much of a socialite, but it's like I'll be on social media every day. Like I'll say my little stupid tweets on Twitter or whatever. I'll post shit on my story. But the only shit is that's another thing. Like I want my page, like my Instagram page, as soon as you look at it, this person is somebody that I should, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like if I got just a regular picture with me and my niggas just like this, every like fourth picture is like, oh, okay. Man. But what I do every time I have a photo shoot, I don't post nothing unless it's a photo shoot, because I got the colors, I got the quality, so it's like
it's a level of professionalism.
Exactly. So for sure. It kind of just
I respect it, bro.
It's more of a matter of faking it till you make it. Like just look like you somebody
it's
important.
Not even faking it, bro.
I mean, yeah.
You taking who you are serious. Like
yeah.
A lot of people. I mean, like they don't care about the music, bro. Like we could all post a picture every day of something.
Yeah. Faking it so you make. Yeah, I agree with that. Faking it so you making it is buying comments and buying views. Yeah, nah,
we ain't doing
shit like that.
Yeah,
bro, I'm lit. I got 1.2 million followers. Like, really? Do you really?
Keep telling y'all, we see y'all niggas who buying comments. Y'all whack as fuck.
Did you know that was a thing? You could buy comments
too.
Yeah,
It'd be
bro.
like, yo, this is so amazing, dude. Great.
Yeah,
exclamation point.
It be shit that don't got nothing to do with the post. Like I could post a video of me skating. Yeah, I could post a video of me skateboarding because I skate. I could post it like me doing a trick, and it'll be like, "Oh, this is a dope song," and it's like, "There's no music in the background." Like,
yo, bro, and people think we don't notice that.
Nah, it's definitely super noticeable, bro. But it's just like not faking it till you make it in that aspect. Because me and my mom even talked this out.
Yeah.
But even just like how I dress. So I told her about like my trip to LA. And I noticed how some people were like, not to like toot my own horn, not to say I'm Mr. Cool Guy or whatever, but like, I remember I went to Beverly Center. I have two LA stories. I went to Beverly Center and I was fresh off of Flame.
Okay.
So everything pink. Got my pink hoodie. Thank you, bro. Yeah. Got my pink hoodie, got my pink shoes, got my grills in, my chains. But I'm walking around the mall.
You look like you did on the cover.
I didn't have my grills yet, but
okay.
Essentially, yes, essentially, like the overall aesthetic, yes. Which that ties into the second story.
Okay.
But I'm walking around the mall with the chains and the grills and the pink all everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with my nigga Q, and he dresses real nice too. So we kind of just walking around and like, you know how like you walk into the store and niggas know you broke. When you walk into fucking Saks or some shit, like what
you
these
got
niggas
treated
know?
different, huh?
Yeah, but it's like not that I still got looked at because I'm a nigga that nobody knows.
But you got treated like you had money.
A little bit, but I'm more so talking about like walking around the mall. Like people would like wait, is that somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like
you guys look like a rapper, bro.
I knew what it was. Like
they're used to seeing that out there.
I lived out there for 2 years, bro. This tattoo everywhere I went. Just
because of the tag.
Who is this?
What's your rap name?
Yeah, the first thing somebody would say to me was, "Yo, you rap?"
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if you look a certain way, and so that's why my mom is making me buy like more designer shit, more like because it's like if you like this is Givenchy.
You got the Gucci shades on.
Gucci shades. This is Givenchy. You got the Air Maxes. I'm not gonna go no further than Air Maxes because I just fucking love Air Maxes. But
see, I got Air Maxes on too. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. So me and my mom had this whole talk because like she's like, yeah, you kind of gotta wear more designer shit because that's going you gotta get more chains. I don't, but it's like that's gonna be what people gonna double take at you and people gonna come up to you and say, hey, do you do music? So that ties into the other story. I pulled up on Kai and them at the studio. Yeah. I didn't know none of them niggas. I only knew Kai, but he was outside talking to V, their president. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, hey, what's good? Yada yada. And Kai's like, oh shit, Zay, what's good? Zay, this is V, this is Zay. This is my nigga Q, but later that night, because they were shooting a video for this dude called Leaf LZZ. They was doing like a UK drill type of video. They was like in the parking lot with all this like Lambos and
UK going crazy right now too, bro.
Crazy. So they were doing, but I was V pulled me aside. We were kind of just chatting. And he was like, oh yeah, I knew exactly who you were when you walked up. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, I've never seen this nigga in my life. We've never been in the same state at the same time. But he was like, yeah, I knew exactly who you were when you walked up. I was like, wait, how? He was like, because you're wearing pink. And off that, I'm like, all right, so what I'm doing is working. Me wearing this pink, me dressing a certain type of way. The aesthetic is because I feel like Kai probably just posted me on his story once. And that pink probably like, it's more subliminal, which is also what I go for. It's like, it's mysterious.
Yeah. It's recognizable.
But it's recognizable. So if you see that pink little square,
people got to see you more than one time too.
Exactly,
bro. Because like speaking personally, like when I get into like fan mode, if I see like a new artist, I might even think his song is hard.
Yeah.
But I'm not really gonna go like dive into all his interviews and like try to have more exposure
to that person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's exactly how I am. 100%. That's how I am. Like somebody shit could be crazy. And it's like, oh, that's a good song, but you might just be a one-hit wonder. Like I don't know, and I don't want to be disappointed by hyping you up like, oh, this shit's so hard, and the rest of your shit ain't.
And then for me, like what takes me over to like what makes me become a real fan of somebody is usually be like their interviews, bro.
Yeah,
like the music is hard, and then once you exactly, bro, it's like okay, I get it. Like they actually mean that stuff they're saying. They're not just you know what I mean.
That's a really big thing too. Is like meaning what you say. Like I sing about love and shit. Like I don't really. I try very hard. Well, I make it a big thing to, not say shit that I'm not about. Like, I'm not a hood nigga. I grew up in Atlanta, but I grew up off of Bouldercrest, which is one of the wildest streets in Atlanta, but I'm still a suburban kid, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and what do you say, suburbia? Free Kodak, man.
I even said it in my song. I was like, I ain't street, I'm a suburban baby. But I also try to give that off in my aesthetic. Like, some people say, like, oh, yeah, you kind of, like, I remember my friend Mira was like, you kind of dress like a skater / hood nigga. And I was like, where are you getting hood nigga from? Like, that's not me at all. Like, nigga, I'm from this. But it's like, I talk about what I go through. I talk about what I see every day, and it's like, it's mostly just love. I just want a girlfriend. That's my whole thing.
You single?
Yeah,
bro. I'm on the same. Look, all my friends, bro, have like kids on the way. Basically, well, Jalen's single too.
No, not me. Yeah,
I've been on some shit like, bro. I've been thinking more and more like, yo, I need to find the one.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's the time I'm on right now.
Sure.
I just been so focused. I'm like, but
I've been holding around too much lately. I probably shouldn't have said. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I've been holding around too much lately, so I'm trying to.
How old are you?
24. I turned 25 in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I just turned 25 September.
Where? Happy belated, bro. Oh yeah, I remember you seeing your birthday on Instagram, right?
Hell yeah. Nah, so I was gonna ask you too, like, if we can go into a little bit, like, I think it's super dope that your mom is your manager. Like, how did she have prior experience in that? Did she like learn to become your manager? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, she's more my manager because we know that we got each other.
I got you.
But she has experience, but not like as a manager. She has, like I said, being that my dad was the engineer for so many niggas in Atlanta, they used to go to industry parties a lot. So she kind of knows how the industry works. Yeah. She kind of knows how people are, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we had this planned out from when I said I want to be a singer in 5th grade. We had this planned out that, okay, I'm going to be your manager because I'm going to make sure ain't nobody getting over on you. Shit, somebody very recently was trying to get over on me. And my manager was like, nope, we got to nip that in the bud right now. It's a whole situation. We ain't got to get into it. But, yeah, so because she knows how people move in the industry because my dad is a prime example of that because my dad was real cool with DJ Toomp in Atlanta. And they had a big falling out because of how niggas move in Atlanta.
Who's DJ Toomp?
He's a famous. He's like older school, like not like 90s, but like 2000s or whatever. More old school, like producer / DJ type nigga. But he's more so like more famous in Atlanta. He's not like DJ Khaled, you know what I'm saying? He's not more globally famous.
He's like DJ DC. Or who we got around here? Who's on the radio out here?
Spades. Yep, Jack Spades. He's more like that. I would say.
Like, who did he break out there in Atlanta?
He brought the same niggas my dad did. T.I., CeeLo, Usher, Outkast, all of them niggas. But it's like
that's so kind. Your pops was engineering for like Goody Mob and shit.
It was. Damn, I need to ask him that. He probably did. Now that I think about it, because CeeLo was in Goody Mob.
Yeah.
I know for a fact he did all of T.I.'s first mixtape. I'm so damn serious.
That's so fucking.
That is legendary though.
My mom used to do Usher's hair.
What?
Back when Usher had finger waves, she did. That was her.
That was her.
Yeah,
that's hard, bro.
Nah, I'm definitely.
So you an industry baby, like
I am, but
in a way, like you grew up in.
Bro,
this.
yeah.
Maybe he's an industry plant, bro.
Bruh,
I be feeling the same way about
we
myself.
better start the rumor.
Please start that rumor.
Zay Blaze is an industry plant. Keep an eye out on him. Keep an eye out.
Yo.
You said what?
He's Ian Dior.
Ian Dior.
Bro.
Who else did they say? They say who else did they say was an industry plant?
They said Travis Scott, an industry plant. They saying basically everybody Trippy working with right now is an industry plant.
Trippy might be.
So growing up in Atlanta, like who did you look up to, like
music wise?
Yeah, cause I lived in Atlanta for I lived in Atlanta 2 separate times. I lived in Bankhead for 2 years, and I lived in Stone Mountain for 2 years.
Oh, you was out there with them racists. All right, got you.
But yeah, but like that whole vibe was so different to me because I'm from New York originally, but like that's when like D4L was out.
D4L, Franchise
I was
Boys.
exposed to some other shit down there, bro. That was weird to me. Like, so who was you listening to that was like inspiring?
Crazy thing is, this is gonna be a super like unexpected answer. Like, crazy thing is, growing up, I didn't listen to a lot of Atlanta niggas. I listen to more Atlanta niggas now.
You didn't listen to Gucci back then,
bro? I didn't like. I fuck with Gucci. Like,
you
not
was
like
listening to So Icy.
Yeah, like shit that was on the radio. Yeah, of course. But I was never like, oh shit, Gucci dropped the mixtape. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was more Usher. But Usher, Chris Brown, like type shit. Because I was a singer. I wanted to be
club.
Yeah, exactly.
That was my shit.
I didn't really get into rap for real. Like I would listen to the rap that's on the radio. I was never like I don't like rap ass nigga. I never been that nigga. But it's more like I was always more of an R&B kid. So the person that actually got me into rap was Drake, because he was the first person that for my generation.
He switched over.
Yeah, because he was everybody rapping about sex and guns and shit. Yeah. He was rapping about you the best I ever had. So I'm like, you could like girls and be a rapper. So I remember being in 8th grade. I was like, I'm about to learn how to rap.
Hell yeah.
And then it kind of just built. So I kind of built my rap repertoire off of that. But now I listen to way more Atlanta niggas now than I did. Like way more trap shit, way more, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still
Atlanta's a beautiful place, bro.
It really is, bro.
So who's your favorite Atlanta artist?
My favorite Atlanta artist? Yeah. I would probably say Black.
He's fire. I fuck with him.
Shout out to Black. Shout out to Raj.
Shout out to the whole was it LVRN?
Yeah,
LVRN. Shout out to Drum Shelly.
Yeah,
for sure.
Drum no more.
Yeah, but I feel like back in the day where I found out about new music was like on MTV. They used to play the music videos like before school.
Yeah,
that's what I heard. I don't remember hearing like a lot of songs, but like T.I. whatever you like. I specifically remember hearing that. Like watching that music video in the morning. Yeah.
I did like a lot of T.I. I will say that I did like T.I. a lot when I was.
Yeah, he had some shit. And then I remember seeing J. Cole. That song where he was walking on like the train tracks in the video. I think it was his breakout record.
His first joint.
Yeah.
Who that?
Bitch, I got that flame. Yeah, I remember. I was like, what the? I remember first seeing that video. I was in Atlanta. I was at my next door neighbor house, and he got like this big ass TV. Well, his dad got this big ass TV in the living room, and we just like goofing around or whatever. But that comes on the screen, and I'm not gonna lie, I love J. Cole, but that day. Cause all I saw, who that, bitch, I got that. I'm like, what is this trash ass shit, bro? But then I remember I went back and listened to it.
Niggas wanted to hear Pop, Lock, and Drop It.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm like, what is this? So I'm like, J. Cole is trash, bro. Don't play that shit. Yeah. But I remember listening to that song again. I'm like, this nigga kind of spitting. Hold up. And then I listened to more and more. That was the one time that, like, somebody
you slept on J. Cole.
I slept, but like after I realized that one song was hot.
Yeah,
that was the one person that I was actually like, let me go listen to other shit. Cause
I got you.
I remember I hated on you so much. So now I got.
I was gonna say, bro, you remind me a lot. Like I don't like to like throw like comparisons, but you remind me a lot of like Andre 3000 or like shit music like that. So like, you wasn't listening to that like when growing up in Atlanta. Like was that?
I did love Outkast. Not necessarily Andre. Because I wasn't as hip. Yeah, because growing up.
You got hip later.
Yeah, I got hip later. Because it's like, Andre is crazy. Like, listening to his old shit. But, like, I was more just, like, Outkast. Like, my favorite Outkast album is ATLiens. Like, that's my favorite shit. Yeah. Always has been. But,
and that's like the most fire fucking name you can have.
ATL, bruh. They deadass coined the like that's what you call yourself.
The whole Dungeon family was
crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah. But
hell yeah,
I kind of just grew up listening to what my parents played, so I just was in the backseat. So my first favorite singer was Carl Thomas. He's not an Atlanta nigga. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think he's from Atlanta. Sure. But my favorite first singer, like from a car seat, was Carl Thomas, because my mama always played that "Let It Rain,"
or whatever,
whispers me to sleep and wakes me up, like that.
Carl Thomas, that nigga.
And it's he really is, bro. And it's so crazy that this nigga Kai has a song with the nigga that I was listening to in a fucking car seat. Like, that shit blows my mind. But so it's like I kind of just grew up listening to what my parents listened to. So
I got you. Were you hip on Wiz coming up, like in middle school?
I
was, and shit?
But not as hip as everybody else was.
For real?
So everybody else would be walking around singing Wiz lyrics, and I just kind of was like, I know this plane, but that was it.
This plane was hard.
This plane was hard.
That's one of my favorites. Yeah.
They gonna miss this plane. That shit was hard, but it was kind of just like I wasn't as hip as everybody else because once again, like I wasn't that into rap.
Yeah, that's probably the last person I actually remember discovering. I heard that song by Wiz. He did a remix of Poker Face.
I remember that. That was kind of hard too.
I remember Cameron Smallwood put me on to him. Shout out to Cameron, bro.
That shit. But my only thing with Wiz is like
no growth.
He like a lot of growth at once, and then it's kind of like
in music though.
Yeah,
I feel like he's like going backwards in music a little bit.
He's kind of regressing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't
even want to say that as in like I don't want to hate on Wiz.
He's a family man.
Yeah, I literally grew up like, you know what I'm saying. I was like,
at some point, music becomes less important.
Yeah, exactly. Like for one, you made your name. You did what you needed to do
for sure
for the time being. So it's like you got a kid now. You got to raise.
He has classic albums.
Mm-hmm. He has classic, and it's like he does shit here and there. Like he's on fucking TV and shit. He's on commercials.
He was on Joe Rogan, I think this year or last year.
He was.
Yeah.
He was
where? He's on that new Fox show. It's called Duncanville. He's like voice acting now.
Oh, what is it? Anime?
No,
it's like The Simpsons. Right?
It's like one of those Simpsons Family Guy type of shows.
Nah, the Joe Rogan episode was fire because he said, yep, like hella times. I think somebody made a compilation of all the times. He was like, yep.
But no, Wiz is cool though. I just wish I would have. Looking back on my life, like when I was in middle school and shit, I wish that I was more like in tune with shit that everybody, because like people will say shit, like even to this day, people will say shit. And I just be like, I didn't have that experience, bro. Like,
how old are you, bro?
I'm 24.
You 24?
He said it,
yeah.
All right, so I've had a couple of Atlanta strip club experiences. Have you?
Word. I've never had an Atlanta strip club experience. The only strip experience that I had was when I was in LA with Kai and them, and we was in the studio, and bitches started getting naked.
We didn't see any strip clubs in LA. Where the hell?
We did.
Where?
We was about to go to one. That shit was just a waste of money.
I thought y'all was like, they don't have strip clubs in LA.
Yeah, but you had to like pay the booth or some shit. He said they was in the studio.
Yeah, we was in the studio.
Because
and
it's a different type of
money. To go strippers?
Shit, I don't even know. I don't even know. Me and my dog, we just pulled up to the studio. It was these girls, and they was bad too.
Okay.
We low key trying to like slide on. We trying to holler at them low key.
But it's business for them.
But like, yeah. So looking back, it was definitely business for them. But like, because it was my birthday, so I remember. I remember I had my nigga had went to the car. He's like, "Oh, I gotta go get something out the car real quick." And like, it's Bad Boy Records, so they got a whole gate and shit. So you gotta like hit a button. And
I got you.
So I'm trying to like get him back in the gate because I'm like, bro, you gotta get in here. They just got naked, like out of nowhere. Like we just all just sitting there working on music, and then next thing you know, like Kai says, "Oh yeah, y'all got what y'all gonna change it to," and like yeah. Next thing you know, they start getting naked. So I'm like, bro, get here. And then we kind of just watching everybody like throwing money or whatever. Yeah. And I'm just, this is my first time around these niggas. Like, Kai is the only one that knows me. So I'm not trying to be all, hey, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even, I was just like, for one, I'm broke, so I don't got money like that. All my shit is on my debit card. But crazy thing is,
he's walking around looking for ATM.
So, yeah, let me see.
I was looking at the titties so much. I forgot it was my birthday. So,
what you mean?
Kai was like, I was looking at titties, and then Kai was like, wait, no. Q was like, ain't it your birthday?
Oh, I get it.
And then Q was like, hey Kai, it's Zay's birthday, cause Kai knew it was my brother. He he told me happy birthday and all that. But he was like, oh shit, it's your birthday. Hey y'all, everybody stop. Y'all know it's Zay's birthday, right? And then the girls are like, oh, it's your birthday. Come over here. Sit right here. And they danced on me and shit. I got a titty in my mouth. So it was
fuck y'all LA hoes. Fuck y'all LA hoes.
Hey, bro, I've been to LA a few times with him too. Yeah.
Bro, how y'all like LA? How y'all like LA?
It was
LA.
It was cool to go on vacation and like for a little bit, but I don't know if I want to live out there.
See,
LA nasty. I basically lived in Beverly Hills for bro.
Bruh.
Beverly Hills is a strange place.
I stayed in the opposite. I stayed in Beverly Hills and I stayed in Crenshaw.
So y'all like stayed out there for a little bit.
No, he was out there for like 2 years. I went out there for like a month and like 3 weeks.
See, I was only there for like a week, but I had a great time. Like I definitely
it's fun. Definitely,
it's fun as hell.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
I definitely want to like go back and visit, but my mom's trying to get me to move out there. Like she was trying to talk to me to get me. I'm not finna fucking move to LA. Like
I'd move out there if I had more money. Like you know,
the cost of living is way different.
It's not even about. It's not for me. It's not about money. Go out there with people that you trust. Don't go out there by yourself.
Yeah.
Like go out there with a team. Like with a solid team. Don't go out there.
I got some people out there. I got people out there. I could if I really wanted to. I just don't want to fucking pay $9 million for a studio apartment. Like
hell yeah, bro.
My homeboy, I stayed with him when I went. I'm gonna just say Q because his name is Q. I don't gotta keep saying my homeboy, but Q, he had a studio apartment, no bedrooms, and that shit was small as hell. And his rent was like 3 times my rent in the Harbors. I got 2 bedrooms. You know what I'm saying? So,
my boy,
I was living in the hood for like $1,400 a month.
$1,400 a month. Yeah, see,
in the worst hood.
Yeah, my boy in Beverly Hills, his shit is a studio like that too, and I think he pays like fucking like $3,000 or some shit.
Nah, yeah, it's like about $2,500.
Okay,
see,
so I'm not worth it.
I can't. Yeah, and when I moved to Atlanta, I already have my living situation, and I'm gonna be living rent free.
Is it like that in Atlanta too though?
Atlanta's getting expensive, bro.
Atlanta's getting expensive, but it's still cheaper.
Atlanta's Black Hollywood now.
It's becoming that. It's because a lot of more people are like coming out of Atlanta. Mm-hmm. But you still got your pockets in Atlanta where it's still cheaper. Like in Atlanta we had a fat ass house, and it was like 1/3 of the price of the house that we have now in Maryland, which is smaller. Mm-hmm. It's like it's almost like a townhouse size house. It's still big like on the inside, but if you pull it like Selmir, if you like came to my crib in Maryland for a session or some shit, you'll be like, oh, this is a little bitty house. But like when you walk in, it's like, oh. But it's still like a small ass house compared to like,
you could get a mansion in Atlanta for like $250.
You could a mansion in Atlanta. Yeah,
it's not expensive real estate then.
Bro, no, it's not. My people's in Atlanta. Like my mom made the price of living is just way lower.
Yeah,
like, you can make a lot of money in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's more, especially if you got a job and like keep your ear to the ground and shit. Like you can and be ducked away from everybody. Mm-hmm. It's very easy to make money.
Yeah, I lived in DeKalb for a little while.
Oh, you lived in DeKalb? Yeah. That's literally where I'm from. Like,
yeah, it's a vibe out there, bro.
Call the cab.
DeKalb.
Take me to the cab.
I have a song called "To the Cab."
That's fire,
hard, bro.
Yeah, it's actually one of my favorite songs. But but that's literally where I grew up. Like off Bouldercrest in DeKalb County. I went to Cedar Grove High School. Until I moved to Maryland because I moved in 10th grade. I went to Cedar Grove High School with all the hood boogers. But yeah, that's literally where I grew up at. So it's crazy that you lived out there for a little bit.
Yeah, bro.
This boy lived everywhere, dude.
That's what it sounds like. I feel like I'm just name a state and be like, oh yeah, I lived there for like 2 years.
Yeah, I got baptized there at one time.
He about to start saying more time than how old are you?
Makes no 25.
Yeah, he about to.
Makes
25.
No sense.
Where you find that time to live?
Makes no sense, bro. I live right like down the street from Lenox Mall at one point in Buckhead.
Bruh.
Greenbrier Apartments.
Oh my God, I know exactly where that is, bruh.
But
I know exactly where that's
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It was Atlanta.
I'm gonna go.
Me and my girl is moving to Atlanta eventually again too, cause bro, it's nothing like the black love and just like you feel safe. It's just comfort.
I got you.
It's Atlanta's very like it's southern. Like it's what you would.
Southern
it's a lot of scammer niggas out there.
Right.
With any place would be. It is a hot spot.
It's like nice. It's like the nice version of New York, bro.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo.
Like people will.
Like I'm in New York, but y'all nice to me.
Yeah, people you don't know will be like, "Hey, what's good, bro?" And it's like because I'm from Atlanta, so that's how I grew up. I thought everybody was like that. I remember coming to fucking Hampton and walking. Like if I catch eyes with somebody that I don't know, I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And they just look at me like I don't know.
People, do people say what's up here?
Where here?
Yeah. I say what's up to people. I mean, that's not weird, like to me, but like maybe it's right. I know in New York,
but you gotta realize everybody that went to Hampton is not from here. Like I'm not from here. Niggas from New York, niggas from LA.
That's what I was about to say. Like the spectrum, it goes from New York to LA. Like in LA, it's super common to have a fucking hour-long conversation with a stranger.
I can't stand that shit.
In New York, you could be getting stabbed out and they're gonna walk past you like,
right
mind my business.
So being that you got all these people from all these different places, that not everybody has that, hospitality. So what's weird to you might be, I'm accustomed to. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So I was at, because I just came from Atlanta a few weeks ago. I was at like all my uncles and shit, like in the country. I was at their house and shit, and like niggas was driving down the street. Like, yeah, it's a long country ass road.
What's the country that you Gwinnett?
It's Dublin, Georgia. Yeah, far.
I didn't even know they had Dublin. They got Dublin, Ireland, right?
Yeah. Every time I say Dublin, people like Ireland.
That's not Atlanta.
It's not Atlanta at all. It's like they aren't from it. Like, I remember my mom had moved. Well, I say I remember. I wasn't even alive yet, but my mom moved from Maryland when she was in high school. Basically the exact opposite of what I did. She moved from Maryland when she was in high school down to Dublin, because that's where my grandma's siblings live. You know what I'm saying? So they're all from the South. My grandma moved up to Maryland. Had my mom moved down to Dublin, and when she graduated Savannah State, she moved to Atlanta. Met my dad, had me, you know what I'm saying? So most of my family is in Dublin, but like it's a long country ass road. Same ass house that my mom lived in apparently. I just met my uncles. This is my first time ever seeing them because I've been in Atlanta and in Maryland my whole life. But it's so crazy because like people you don't even know just driving down the street, honk at you, wave at you and shit. And I was like, oh, you know them? And like, no, I don't know that nigga.
Sense of community, bro. Like
it's just
that's what I like about smaller like towns and shit.
Yeah.
Like where I'm from in Bosnia, that's how it really is. It's made up of small towns, so everybody knows each other.
Yeah.
Like I go back to Bosnia right now. Like basically, what a question where everybody would ask in Bosnia when you meet somebody is like, "Who's your dad?" And then basically everybody knows that.
So everybody knows who that is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That's how it is down there. Like my mom told me because like they were all bad as shit when they were growing up. Because like my mom is closer to her uncle's age. Because they're my grandma's younger siblings, you know what I'm saying? One of them is actually younger than my mom.
It'd be like that in black families.
Yeah, so like my mom's aunt is literally like 2 years younger than her. So like they grew up together, but it's like they were like badass kids in Dublin. So it's like one of them killed somebody. They was like robbing and shit, whatever. Like in such a small town, like they were literally called the Cross Gang. Like their last name is Cross.
Okay.
I don't know how. My last name is Bushby. I don't know how I got Bushby out of Cross, but so if you ask somebody around Dublin, like, oh, you know about Ivory Cross? They're like, oh shit, them niggas.
What year was this when that happened?
This was, I don't know. My mom was a kid, so probably like she was like probably high school. So I would say
it wasn't that long ago.
So like the 80s, man.
Probably 80s, 70s type shit. My mom was probably born. Was my mom born in the 70s? So yeah, it's probably like 80s. It's probably like 80s. So around then, they was like getting into, like one of them went to jail for a long time. One of them killed a nigga. Like it's just like they had a reputation. It's like I come from these niggas.
You out here singing and shit?
I'm a singer. Like I sing about love, and y'all niggas out here killing motherfuckers. Like
I feel that. You still getting what's that song you had on the radio that was spinning? Did you have more than one? Was it just that one?
It was a couple songs because the Baltimore radio station fucks with me. I just got to send them shit.
Yeah. So they still you still getting rotation?
Yeah, it's because it wasn't like a segment or anything like they played it. It was literally like because that was like their plan. Because a nigga comes up to you saying, "Hey, can you do this?" You're probably gonna have the mindset, "Oh, it's just some nigga that raps or whatever." But when I played them my music, they were like, I'm about to bring this, brings up the ladder, you know what I'm saying? So when we did hear it on the radio, we had called him. He was like, that wasn't the first time I played it, right? Like, that was the first time y'all caught it, but that wasn't the first. So it's probably like sporadic when he plays it, when he spins it, but it's like he does throw it in rotation from time to time.
And who was the DJ out there?
His name is DJ Flow. It's DJ Flow and...
It's out in Baltimore?
AJ Showtime, yeah.
Baltimore's fire, bro. I love their music.
It's cool. I'm trying to get Atlanta radio to play my shit.
Oh, yeah. You hip to DJ Nick?
Nah, I know of him.
Yeah.
But I'm not super hip.
Marino infantry. And
bro, yeah, he goes like, he has, from what I understand, he has a track record of working with like a lot of big people before they fucking, before they get big, like Uzi and shit,
yeah,
like fucking,
Oh yeah, for sure.
who else he worked with? A lot of people, bro. He's super legendary out there.
See, and that's why I think
A$AP.
AJ Showtime fucks with me so heavy, because it's like, from the moment I played the shit, you kind of see like, all right, this little nigga got some potential, you know what I'm saying? Let me fuck with him. Because I remember he was like, what do you want to do when you graduate Hampton? I was like, either work at a studio or work at a radio station. He was like, you don't want to work at no radio station. I was like, why? He was like, you got way too much talent. I'd be mad as hell if I walk in here one day and you work here. Like, don't work at no radio station. Like,
I got you.
Studio, yeah. He was like,
I don't know if you could talk about this either. But what is how much can a spin how much a spins on the radio make you?
I don't even know. I didn't get that what you call it yet.
As like every quarterly thing.
It's
like
a quarterly thing.
Yeah.
But I honestly haven't checked it.
I got you.
I should look into that. That's
because I've never heard anybody discuss that. It's not really that transparent. How much?
I feel like it's probably like some sense.
Think so?
If I'm a very transparent person, when I find out, I'll definitely let you know. I feel like, cause like I feel like the way royalty system is worked up, it's like you kind of gotta get played a lot. So like probably a spin is probably no more. Probably a little bit more than probably like a Spotify stream or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. I would think it would be way more.
You think so? It might be.
That's crazy.
I'm just assuming, and I'm a pessimist.
Hope it is.
Yeah, for you. Yeah, I'm a pessimist. So literally as a kid, I was like, it's probably like 11 cents or some shit.
Shit, I know a stream is like 0.000 something.
Yeah. Of a cent, not even like of a dollar.
Exactly.
0.006% of a like
of 1 cent.
Of 1 cent. So you gotta. The way that whole system is worked out is kind of like you gotta get streams and you gotta get plays and shit. But he fucks me, like he literally told me and my mom, like, whenever you drop some shit, because he played like some of my other shit up there too. He was like, whenever you drop something, just send it and I'm gonna work it up the ladder.
So I guess technically you could go around the country building relationships with DJs and not even have to be big to be on the radio.
See, and that's the mindset that I was going into it with. The fact that worked with Baltimore is serendipitous as hell, to say the least, because I'm like, all right, cool, I'm on the radio now, I'm getting spins. So I go to Atlanta, and I walk in there. And the thing is, like, my family is cool with one of the niggas on 107.9. His name is Gary. He has his whole segment called Gary with the T. Gay ass nigga. And like,
yeah, that's what I'm about to say. They sucking dick in Atlanta. That's
he's super gay. He tried to fuck my cousin and my uncle quite a bit.
Y'all niggas in Atlanta.
That boy, he ain't just gay. He's a whore.
Like, cause my uncle and my cousin, they tried.
107.95 too. That's where Ludacris came out of.
Yeah, that's what my mom tell me. Oh, you know, Ludacris.
Oh, he was a radio host, right?
Exactly,
yeah, I forgot about that.
Exactly.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So she was like, yeah, Luda worked at the radio.
Hot 107.9.
Exactly. So, but like that nigga Gary, my cousin tries to like limit his contact with Gary a little bit, cause it's nothing wrong with like having a gay homeboy. Shit, I got a couple gay homeboys, but it's like if somebody's like adamantly trying to
Gary.
But he's trying to fuck him though.
Like yeah, like
I remember.
Shout out to Gary.
I remember.
He said shout out to Gary.
Shout out to Gary.
Shout out to Gary with the T, man.
I remember my cousin called him, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, yo, my little cousin is out here. We're trying to figure out how to get his shit spin. Da 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 da. And I remember he was on the speakerphone. He was like, all right, what you trying to do for it?
Oh my God.
And he was like, we not even on that type of time, Gary. We just.
And he was dead serious.
They know him they know him personally, so they call him Mr. Hayes. They don't call him Gary with the T, because he goes by Mr. Hayes. But he's like, we not.
Ain't Greg Street in Atlanta?
Shout
out Greg Street.
It's 6 o'clock. It's time for Greg Street to ride.
Hey, yo, I don't know who that other nigga is, but shout out Greg Street. He ain't gay.
He said.
Hell
yeah.
But yeah, so they try to use their connections to but it's like we walked in there and they was like, oh yeah, get some clout. Basically what they said was get some clout first and we'll talk about it then. But I'm like, nigga, I'm on the radio, bro. Like
even if you got the hardest song ever, it's about the clout.
It's about the clout. It's about who you know. Like the music is like 40% of the music industry, bro. Like you could be trash as fuck, but if you know everybody, your shit going.
Is there no DJs and shit that take pride in breaking people anymore?
No. Probably niggas like AJ. Yeah. Like I have his I could just text him a song
because that's cool to me. That's way cooler to me than fucking hopping on the wave when it
exactly like why hop on a wave when it's already a wave? Like you can help make a wave, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But you know it's all about ratings and shit. Like once you hit a certain like bracket, once you hit a certain level, everything's more of like
it's super political.
Ratings and how the public views it and shit, rather than like, is this good or not? You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but it's annoying. But it's the industry. I gotta work my way in somehow.
Hell yeah. Nah, bro, it's definitely been a vibe, bro. Fucking Do You Care is out now.
Do You Care out now.
What else you want to let the people know? I don't know if you have any announcements you wanted to make. If you have anything, I know what's you just dropped the video for. What's the song called?
Invisible Ink.
Invisible Ink.
Drop
yep.
That thing on me.
That shit is hard as a bitch. Check that out.
My best video ever. My best video. But y'all go check out my latest video I just dropped. It's called Invisible Ink by Zay Blaze. Me and my homeboy Kyle, he's from New York. We dropped an EP called Before It's Over. That shit's getting some good attention too. It's something. He's a singer. I'm a singer, so it's really just something for the bitches. The ladies, not the bitches, the ladies.
Hell yeah.
It's like some people like said, it's a whole basically like a sex EP. Like I get it, it's cool. But so when you with your shorties,
run that. We'll put that in the description too.
Throw on track number 3, see how they feeling it out, and then play a couple of the other ones. They'll probably fuck with it. Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, I got some shit coming out soon. I don't got a title or a date or nothing like that. But just be on the lookout, because it's gonna be sporadic when I drop shit. Cause
follow him on IG. He won't post anything till then, but just be ready on it.
Follow me on IG at Zay is Dead.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you coming out, bro.
Thank you so much.
We're going to put all the links in the description. You can follow him on IG, his Spotify, and all that. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week. Peace.
Peace out.